succeed into the quarterfinals after a long 30 years. I'm pretty sure that they will have a home atmosphere today in the Prague arena. They do have Prague, Austria, the only NHL player.
Justus, ja! Heini! Kifának megtelevízni. Emma Mira, Estállás! Emma Mira! Achtung! Austria! Immer wieder Österreich! Österreich ist da! Hurra! Hurra! Österreich ist da! Hurra! Hurra! Österreich ist da!
Number 19, Vincent Slova. Number 48, Lucas Ada. And number 52, Paul Huber. Head coach of Team Austria is Mr. Waterwater. The assistant coaches, Christoph Brande and Avelo Del Culto. Let's introduce the lineup for Team Norway. Goalkeepers, number 31, Jonas Arntzen. And number 33, Henrik Haukeland. First line, number 4, Johannes Johannessen. Number 72, Stian Solberg. Number 28, Mikael Brunson-Vigold. Number 36, Max Andrej Zuccarello. And number 41, Patrick Connison. Second line, number 2, Isak Hansen. Number 10, Matthias Norslund. Number 17, Erik Salaston. Number 20, Emilio Pedersen. Number 27, Andreas Martinsen. Third line, number 43, Max Krogda. Number 49, Christian Kosesnu. Number 12, Max Steen. Number 23, Thomas Berg Olsen. And number 37, Marcus Wikingston. Fourth line, number 7, Sander Egerhafen. Number 18,
inside O2 Arena here in Prague as Team Norway has just hit the ice, and now the Austrians doing the same. Norway with a record of 1-4. Their one victory, a big one against Denmark. They beat them 2-0. They lost to the Swiss, Czechia, and to Canada and Finland as well. Austria, of course, with the extra point than Norway. That was an overtime loss forced by a brilliant third period comeback against Canada when they had trailed 6-1. They got 5 straight goals, lost it in overtime. The referees today, Tobias Bjork from Sweden, Michael Scherig from Switzerland, Emil Jetelin from Finland, Dario Fuchs as well from Switzerland, as the two teams getting warmed up for this matchup. Behind the Norway bench, 43-year-old Tobias Johansson, his second year as Norway's coach. He said, we needed the last 2 days off. We had to get away and we had to recharge. 59-year-old Roger Bonner said basically whoever battles harder should win this game. And Mike, upon seeing these teams a few times, what do you expect in this one?
Austria has a real opportunity. You can't lose the fact that Austria is not yet out of the picture for the quarterfinals. So yes, Norway grinding to stay up in the tournament. They're probably the favorite in this game, Norway is. But if Austria can somehow bottle some magic today, then they could be playing their last game against Great Britain to make the quarterfinals, which seems obscene. It'll be a lot harder with Matt Zuccarello back in action. Missed last game. He missed a game a couple prior to that with some illness and some bumps and bruises. Norway's certainly happy to have him back in the lineup.
You mentioned the Magic, of course. They had that buzzer beater goal from Benjamin Baumgartner in the final half second, basically, to beat the Finns 3-2. What a stunner that was. These are the goaltenders for today's game. 29-year-old Henrik Haukeland. He stopped 29 of 32 in the 4-1 loss to Canada in his last appearance. He's 1-2 in the tournament with a .923 save percentage, 2.71 goals against, and a shutout. David Kicker, he's 33 years old. He stopped 30 of 32 in the 3-2 win versus Finland on Thursday.
Okay, enjoy the game, boys. Stick on the ice, just stick on the ice. Okay.
Both teams eager to get it going off the opening face-off, and it's controlled by Timo Nickel. He wears number 78. This is his 4th game of the tournament, and it's slugged around by Johannes Johansson. And there is Mats Zuccarello. He'll flip that one to center. He has 4 assists in the 3 games that he's played. Johannesson goes back forward. He's got 2 assists so far. Thorsen, the veteran, gave it back to him, and again it is the captain, Patrick Thorsen. Ahead for 18-year-old Mikael Brandstad-Nygard as Zuccarello chases that one behind the goal. Bumped on the play by Nickel. It'll come loose. Peter Schneider is there. Austria is without their captain, Thomas Raffel, today. Marco Rossi right at the center ice logo. Schneider took his pass and it skipped away from him. Almost a good chance early. First line, or the second line, with Rossi, Schneider, and Sverger for Austria. Norway completing a change. Forechecking is Andreas Martinsson. He's -7 so far. As Krogdahl trying to keep it alive at the line. He scored a really nice goal against Finland coming out of the penalty box and roofing one. Back he goes. Krogdahl plays in Sweden. He's 25 years old. Heavy snap pass ahead for Ronhild, and we have a whistle.
The offense, despite enhanced safety
So,
measures at the facility,
getting a couple days off, not a bad idea at times in this tournament, just to catch your breath. It is a bit of a grind. You're playing 7 games in 11 days. Pretty intense, pretty emotional moments, especially for Austria at times in this tournament. So a little bit of a break, day off between games, not a bad thing at all for both these teams.
Austria controlling on the draw. Howdem, he'll spin behind the net. There's Baumgartner, the hero in the Finland game. Now Strong had to play that delicately, and it trickles to the hash marks. Howdem with 4 points in the tournament, a pair of goals. Henrik Staalsten for Norway is knocked down. Strong with a look, shot right on, and knocked away by Haukeland. Controlled by Baumgartner. His shot, that went off Krogdahl. Back to the blue line. Austria with a couple of looks here offensively, a couple of minutes in. Howdem curling with it. He'll pass it down to the corner, just over the stick of David Meyer, the defenseman, down low right now. And Norway is able to break the pressure. Vincent Rohrer back, a Canadiens draft pick, former Ottawa 67, skating well now into the zone. Wrist shot, and he caught Haukeland in the mask in the second chance. Haukeland had to be alert there. Nice looking rush that time by Rohrer for Austria. Had a couple of opportunities in the first 2.5 minutes, and Rohrer will go back for it.
You wonder if Rohrer will find a little extra juice in his legs. He's playing in the middle in this game. He's been playing on the wing most of the tournament, which can cause you to be a bit more stationary, not have the puck quite as much in open ice.
Rohrer has 2 assists. He's 19. Noah Steen for Norway. The defensemen were changing, so he couldn't pass it back there. Nickel behind the goal. Long pass and some strong skating by Vukovic, but he left it behind. Now Dominic Henrik will go back. A -2 so far at the Worlds this year. The pass to center. Vukovic, his 3rd World Championship, redirected in. Norstibbo for Norway is able to spin that out. 2 shots to none so far for Austria. Now it's down to the goal, and Haukeland will play it. Jonas Arntzen is the backup. David Madlener is the backup for Austria. Norstibbo to Isak Hansen. 4 pass, batted ahead by Unterweger. Now Schneider controlling on the boards. Schneider whipped it rink wide. Pass down low intended for Rossi, but read and intercepted by Zuccarello, veteran of 835 NHL games, 636 points. He's got a little room over there with the long stick that he uses so well. He'll skate that through center. In behind Torsen, the former Oiler and Flyer, might be able to get it, but no, chopped away as Unterweger was waiting. Wolf icing Austria.
And a chance for Thaler on the Roarers rebound. Roarers attacks the middle of the ice and puts a pretty good wrister in on Hockland, who kicks it right back into the slot. I think this hit Solstad's stick randomly. Just could have been a tricky tip for Hockland, but a lucky break for Norway to swing that aside. Hockland's been really good in this tournament. He's got a .923 save percentage. One of the leaders in the tournament in that area.
There's a chance as Kickert sees that one fly by.
So Kickert makes his first good save. That sounded a lot like it caught the top of his stick, which happens more often than shooters wish it did. Goalies sometimes say it's good form, good skill. I like to say it's mostly good luck if it hits the top of your stick, but Kickert turned that one aside nicely.
Off the face-off, off the stick of Solberg, he had to get back to center. Stian Solberg, just 18 years old. He's got a couple of goals so far. You got the only goal against Canada now racing away. Baumgartner's shot bounces to the side of that, paddled out of the air by Johannesson, fought for behind the goal by Baumgartner. Strong pinching up there. He had a point shot a few moments ago. Meyer, a partner pass. David Meyer played for the North Bay Battalion and Peterborough Petes in the Ontario Hockey League. Here's Paul Huber, takes a bump. Austria is changing, so he doesn't have support. Now coming on and playing it deep is Stapelfeld. 4 shots to none in favor of the Austrians here. 5 minutes in.
We're not going to give Johannesson a shot for when he knocked almost the stick out of Kickert's hand? Come on now.
Not fair.
No, they just put it up. Thank you for listening.
Right on cue. Brogdal directed off Roar's stick. And getting over there quickly to the boards was Kasastool, a veteran of 20 ECHL games and 20 American Hockey League games. Driving in at Noah Steen. He'll backhand that. Can't get it through. Turning back quickly. Vukovic. Right side pass. Roar did well to knock that one down. Vukovic behind the goal. Comes free. Chance to clear. It's Marcus Vikingstad, and Progdahl will work it back to the front of his net. Christian Kasastool. He waits. Austria changes. Swinging to his left is Runild. He'll look in that direction right now as chipped into the zone. Unterweger watches that one slide around and the relay pass cut off. Kept in, long shot, steered away by Kickert. Wolf punches that one out of the zone. Martin Ronild, who plays for Storhamar in Norway, made the pass back. Little bump there on Norstabo, who was knocked down just behind the play. Ostrom Salston into the zone with a shot, and he'll get his own rebound. Cycle it behind the net to Bronsek Nygard. All the way back near the line. He likes to just take that out of the zone and reload. Cutting to his right. Swept it toward Torsen, who was in front. Bronsek Nygard back to the blue line again. Solberg shot blocked. He's got a hustle. Norway's Zuccarello stick handling in traffic. 7 minutes in. Puck turned over just outside of the line. Strong steps up into the zone. He was looking to his left for Emmanuel Ganal, and it's knocked down in the zone. Watch out. Zuccarello trying to pick a pocket. Zuccarello forcing David Meyer on the play. Meyer allows that one to go around to Strong. That'll hop out to center ice.
Zuccarello could pick your pocket from about 15 feet away with that long stick that he uses.
You ever use a stick of anywhere that length?
No. His stick would be longer than mine, straight up, and I would be 6 inches taller than he is.
Puck up into the face of Andreas Martinsen as we await the game's first goal here in Prague. Trying to knock it loose, Salston. And he's right on it. Paul Huber is there. Huber 6'5", 223 pounds. The Austrian, here's Krogdahl now, head up. Short pass, Eric Stolson. Flipped it in, played down by Staffelfeld. Lucas Thaler took a bump, he got it out. He was checked on the play by Kasastul. There were chances for Austria in the first couple of minutes, but nothing really since. Sent around by Haukelen. Played the last 3 years in Germany, the last 2 with Dusseldorf. Now at the line, trying to get loose is Emilio Pettersson. He'll stop. Mates are changing. Cross ice, that is offside. Shots 4-2 in favor of Austria. No score yet here in Prague.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for the official mascots. And for you all, put your hands up. And now we all go together.
Back here in Prague, Norway and Austria. The last time Austria made the top 8 of the Worlds was way back in 1994. The tournament was in Italy. They made the quarters where they lost 10-0 to Finland. Canada won that tournament with a shootout win over Finland. Luke Robitaille had the shootout winner.
And that was Canada's first World Championship win in decades. That famous Luke Robitaille, Bill Ranford, Brendan Shanahan-led team got it done.
30 years ago. Icing against Austria.
And Austria has that opportunity again. Here's Norstabo, who just left the game after this hit from Peter Schneider. And the toss of the stick with the right arm suggests nothing wrong with the right shoulder, but something left shoulder, that usually know when you're not in a good spot.
Zuccarello battling to get that puck is pushed down by Clemens Unterweger. Knocked ahead, Rossi is up there. So is Dominic Sperger. For Rossi, out of his reach. Rossi, terrific rookie season in Minnesota. He had 20 goals. This is Torsten, the 40-year-old. He'll move it ahead. Torsten with 4 assists so far. Back to the blue line. Hansen with time. He'll shoot a tip right on goal. Zuccarello with the redirect and the kick away by Kickert. As Hansen might have been able to take another stride toward the net. Moves it back to center. Torsten is there. Francis Nygaard is knocked down. Now off the rush, you can see Kasastul looking for an option. He'll play it behind the goal. And Zuccarello will go to the front. Chopped that by Peter Schneider. 11 shots on goal coming into play today. There's Sander Engebrat behind the goal with that pass. Norway looking to open the scoring, and not a great feed back to the line. Kasastul had to adjust. Steen missed it. Baumgartner, a 6th-round pick of the New Jersey Devils in 2020, his 3rd World Hockey Championship, 24 years old, 3 goals so far. Bouncing puck in the Norway zone. Krogdahl spinning away from the forecheck of Gunal. He's able to just jab that up to center. Not a lot of offense, not a lot of chances yet. Engebrotten, a little bit of pressure on him as Howdem is there. Lucas Howdem down to an E, penalty coming up. So when we come back, Austria will have the game's first power play. 9:30 left in period 1.
Notina brings you the official makeup look, and we give you a taste. Try with us, and also try with our virtual nerd. Witness the passion, the skill, and the legendary looks. A great smile, the enlisted order cheering face. Choose your post as you like. And here we go. Sasina and a real beauty. Hello, good dog. Golden top. Don't forget how to call it there. Good dog. Target. Come on, step into our virtual American Tina and find your look yourself. The Tina, beauty that scores. But man, don't worry. The Tina also brings credits for you. Ja, merci. Wir haben die Produkte in Notino. Ja,
Team Norway, number 7, line up ready for holding.
Team Norway, number 7, Sandra Ingebrigtsen, to penalty for holding, and then serving.
Austria to the power play.
Sander Ingebrigtsen in the box. And Austria controlling now. They are 2 for 11 in the man advantage in the tournament. Norway at 88.2% on the kill. This is Schneider. Shot! He sailed that one off the target. Rossi will pick it up. They move it quickly. Schneider going after that loose feed. Good slot pass and the shot by Nisner. And that went over the goal. Rossi again put it behind the goal to Vukovic. He took a big hit. Rossi sent it back to the line. Dominic Heinrich got it through and chopped just wide by a falling Nisner.
No stick for Krogdahl. He's going for a change mid-penalty kill. Dangerous.
Gets it. He'll hustle back and take a look at Schneider, who moves it up to Rossi. Austria resetting the game's first power play. Rossi shoots, and that is blocked and shoveled down in the backhand by Krogdahl.
Always a decision to be made there when you break your stick killing a penalty. Do you take the short dash to the bench and get a new one, or try to kill it off? Krogdahl, I guess wisely in this situation, picked up a new.
Sent back by Sverger, carried in by Baumgartner. Broken up and off the stick of Thomas Olsen. He'll redirect it to center, try and take it a little further. Olsen, a strong skater, turnover. Now on the backhand, Steen right in and can't get the shot away. And Austria collectively breathing a sigh of relief as they bring it back up in the second half of this power play. Just 22 seconds remaining in it. And that is knocked away, but rescued again by Baumgartner. He'll spin and move it down. That's Mario Huber, pardon me. He goes to the side of the net and behind. Huber unable to handle that pass. And Norway able to clear again. Ingebrigtsen on his feet and now on the ice. Austrians 0 for 1. The man advantage sent around by the goalkeeper Halkelen. Battling for it is Lucas Thaler, 22 years old, his second world championship. Now the pass to Henrik. He'll take it in. Slap shot. No problem there for the goalkeeper Halkelen.
Not too much going on. Turnover here by Sverger puts it right on the tape of Steen. He tries to attack the triangle of Unterweger, but doesn't get it close enough to Unterweger's feet. He puts it out in front of him just enough, but Unterweger is able to get his stick on it. Probably been better off just dropping a shoulder on a leg and taking it all the way into the net. Didn't have to go through the stick. He had the speed advantage on the stationary defenseman.
Noah Steen, who had that chance and scored against the Czechs. He is 2 points so far through 5 games. 7 minutes and change left in this opening period. Canada and Switzerland to follow. We really look forward to that one. In Ostrava, U.S. taking on Kazakhstan, and then later Slovakia and Latvia. Thorsen checked by Rossi. That's nickel behind the goal, the former Drummondville Voltigeur, 4th round pick of the Anaheim Ducks. And that is offside Austria as Thorsen knocked down Schneider at the whistle.
Payment for that hit on Norstabo that knocked the veteran defenseman out of the game in the first period. There's Peter Schneider, who's been around a lot of action for Austria, but the two central figures in this team, obviously the two biggest NHL stars on each, Matt Zuccarello and Marco Rossi. And it's a big load you have to carry when you show up for Norway or for Austria, and you're the NHL guy, you have to be good for yourself. You have to make sure your line's good. You have to make sure the power play's good. If it's not, everyone turns to you and says, solve it. It's a lot to take on, especially for Marco Rossi, who's only 22 years old.
Mentioned that U.S.-Kazakhstan game going on in Ostrava. Brady Tkachuk and Matt Boldy have the goals. So
tell you what, Brady Tkachuk is having himself a tournament over here.
Sure is.
Captain of the team and a guy who's playing to get on the American international teams for the Four Nations and the Olympics.
Puck in the Austria zone. They had a power play a few minutes ago and obviously couldn't convert. Grabbed there by Eskil Olsen. He threw it back to the point. Eskil Baka Olsen behind the net with that pass. Intercepted by Meyer. He floats it out the center. Picked up by Baumgartner. Looking for a little space, and he's followed there by Isak Hansen. Shot 6-4. Austria ahead in that category. Coming in with 1 regulation win, 3 regulation losses, and the overtime loss to Canada. A 6-5 affair. Norway with its only win against Denmark, 2-0. Now stepping out with it, Kasastul. Collected in stride and carried to the corner by Thomas Berg Paulsen, who plays for Malmo in the Swedish league. Turned it over. Paul Huber plays it deep. And of course the Norwegian defender on the play, and Austria coming up with the puck. Point pass. Heinrich. Low shot right on goal, and the rebound. That just trickled toward the net. Norway is quickly able to clear it.
Warriors again right on the doorstep, skating well off the puck.
Reaching back at center, Johannes Johansson. 29 games in the Finnish league last season. Ostrom Salston clean it to the corner. Little bump on his man from Martin Ronio. Norway trying to establish a forecheck around the boards from Johannesson. Waiting over there was Unterberger. He couldn't clear it. Driving with it, Thomas Olsen. Point pass. And long shot by Solberg. He thought about a partner pass, but there was nobody to his right. Norway with possession. The pass for Olsen in the slot. He's there again, hoping maybe for a puck to come through as it's kept in by Johannesson. Norway with maybe their best pressure in the game and going to draw a penalty here. Driving wide, Harbord Olstrom Salston. Solberg off the boards, fired it again, cross ice. And that's touched by an Austrian player. And they will be shorthanded. 4 minutes to go in the first. No score between Austria and Norway.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and we have our t-shirt loaded with official t-shirts of the tournament. So, do you want a shirt? Down in there, we'll have the t-shirts ready. Feels good on t-shirts. And on the other side, make some noise!
Dominic Heinrich in the box for Austria, and Norway has its first power play of the game. Austria's penalty kill struggling last in the tournament at 57.9%, just 11 for 19. Norway 1 for 10 on the power play. And they will control. Look at the game's first goal. Solberg. Zuccarello waits, sends it side of the net. Thorsen did not make the pass. One of the Austrian defensemen has lost his stick. Solberg. Zuccarello looking for Thorsen and knocked away. Good defensive play that time as Ganal got a stick on it. Thorsen with room now. He'll walk it out. He's got a man in front, Martinson, but the pass went off a body and away. Thorsen, side of the goal. He can't chip it on net. Ganal forced. Nice work play.
Got to get it clear there.
Zuccarello, they'll start it again. Solberg, one-timer, stick save there by Kickert. Benson Nygaard with the drive and a clear from Austria. They'll get 4 new penalty killers on. Stian Solberg, who played at the World Juniors this past year, skates it in effectively. Punch to the near side for Martinson. Andreas Martinson, former Canadian Blackhawk and Avalanche. Thorson as they cycle it around. Solberg drifting. Thorson, snapshot. Collected off the rebound by Brandseck Nygaard. Zuccarello hangs onto it. Mats Zuccarello, very patient now. Zuccarello wristed it. That was blocked. 35 left in the Austria penalty. Mats Zuccarello backing down to the corner, out front of the net. Loose puck. Kickert pounces on it.
Lots of very close, but not quite connecting. Best chance, Zuccarello snaps one over to Thorson, and it gets onto his front skate, so he can't get good contact. It's coming so fast, it's hard. He's choked up on the stick to try to offer a better target, but Zuccarello has to hit the gap that's available, and if your stick's not in that gap, it can be a tough connection.
Norway with the face-off win. Pettersson got it back quickly. Emilio Pettersson will leave it. Backa Olsen looks toward the net, waits, slot pass, lots of puck movement, backhand feet up front, and loose. Stopped there by Kickert, as Norway with a lot of passes in short order, but can't score the goal.
It's pretty good puck movement in tight, though. A lot of people around, but pass is not quite on here. Salsa puts it on the front foot of Olsen. Olsen puts it in behind Pettersson. They just can't quite get it where the guys needed to shoot it with a one-timer, so Kicker's able to slide around, battle to get back in position and make a save. Keep Norway off the board.
Eirik Salson with the best chance. He scored 20 goals with Storhamar this past year. He's got 2 in the tournament. And a penalty coming up to Norway, so that's right as the penalty to Heinrich expires, and an Austria power play is coming now.
Noah Steen, who's had an active first period, heads to the penalty box. Noah Steen, who is draft eligible, coming up here in a month or so, trying to fight for a loose puck. Gets his stick caught up into the feet of Nissner. He goes down. Steen, who had a very Cy Young-like season with Mora, 14 goals and just 3 assists. It makes it enough helpers to pad the stats, so it's going to be killed the last 2 minutes of the period for Norway.
Krogdahl collects it off the face-off win, a weak clearing attempt, and they can't get it out. Heinrich had to move that in right away, and a checker coming to him. Austrian power play going to work now with 1 minute and 3/4 remaining in period 1. Nissner controls it. Vukovic is behind the net. This is Heinrich. Marco Rossi. Schneider's in the slot. Rossi drifting to the corner. Nissner is open at the near circle. It's chipped back. Heinrich walks the line and back again for Rossi, but it skipped away. He couldn't find it for a moment long enough for Berg Paulsen to clear. Bad break there for Rossi and the Austrians. He comes in again, cuts to his forehand, chipped it to the open corner, tracked down there by Nissner. Checking by Johannesson on Rossi. Point pass. Heinrich. Schneider fires it, and he blocked by Kassestuhl. Austria get the puck right back. Schneider again, one-timer, a wild one, but it is caught by Hakonen.
He is a shooter. Puck in front of him, puck behind him, does not matter. Schneider's letting it fly. The first one with a pinball off a whole bunch of blocks. This one way behind him, and Hakonen holds it and lets Benjamin Nissner. I got it right there. The first minute of the power play has come and gone for Austria. Second unit out there now. Baumgarten lean on the face-off.
And a clean win back to Unterweger. Sverger got the feed back again. Dominic Sverger, former Spokane Chief and Everett Silvertip in the Western Hockey League.
Holm's a shooter. Trying to get him the puck.
The one-time attempt.
There he is.
And he fanned on it. The 2 power play goals in the tournament have come off the stick of Lucas Houdum.
I think sometimes when you're supposed to shoot, everyone's looking for you to shoot, you try it even though it's probably not the right time anyways. Not the right pass, not the right moment.
He'll carry it in quickly and leave it for Benjamin Baumgartner. 2 Norwegian players got to him. Krogdahl with a strong defensive play. Knocked down. The Austrians get the puck back with 10 seconds to go. Shot right on. Rebound. Loose in the slot and clear just past the stick of Huber as time will wind down in this opening period. So the shots 8-2 in favor of Austria. Power plays on both sides. Nobody able to score in the opening 20 minutes here in Prague.
14 shots is up, 8 Austrian shots and 6 Norwegian shots. A clear drama. That's exactly what we were expecting from this game between Norway and Team Austria. Well, we did have an intermission perfect ready for you. Stretch your legs, enjoy your time in the Prague Arena, and check out also the statistics from this game.
Damen und Herren, wir haben T-Shirts für dich. Willst du ein T-Shirt?
Okay, boys. Have fun. Have fun, amigos. Okay. Watch out, one signal. Up. Release, release. Play, play, play. Let's go. Hey. Watch out, guys. I'm watching you now. Correct, guys, correct. Yes, good job, good job, good job, good hit. Watch your crease, Michael. Let's go. Release. Better fuck. Watch your hands. Move it. We good. Battle, battle. Watch your stick. Watch your hand, guys. Hey, just release. Let's go. Let's go. Release. Stick down. Stick down. Watch out. Watch out.
the IIHF World Championships are. Now we can check out the group standing, and as you can see, Team Czechia already in the quarterfinals, about 6 games played, and it will be a great match tonight because Team Canada will face Switzerland, and it is not only about to become a leader of the group stage, but it's also about staying in Prague for the quarterfinals, because the champion for sure will be here in Prague on Thursday, and the remaining one team will be here. And this is a Group B stage. Team USA is playing right now, and they can be second, letting Sweden in the lead, and they are probably the biggest favorites. They're playing so well. They are the only team with 5 straight victories after 60 minutes. Germany second, and there were many questions if they can do it once again to get a medal. Well, it seems that it is possible. Then Slovakia, then USA, and then Latvia. And from what I remember, Team Latvia is playing Slovakia to the right.
Yeah, and já to ještě rychlosti přeložíme v těch utkáních, kde o hodně všem účastníkům, nejenom o to zachránit se v té elitní skupině A i pro příští roční mistrovství světa IIHF v ledním hokeji, ale také jde o to jednak dostat se do čtvrtfinále, protože právě o tuto pozici dnes vidí i výhře nad Finskem. Tým Rakouska stále bojuje, no a také je ve hře zajistit si nejlepší výchozí pozici nejenom kvůli oponentům z druhé skupiny, ale také kvůli tomu komfortu nemuset se stěhovat z Prahy do Ostravy a opačným směrem.
Zápas Švýcarsku nás čeká večer, bude to absolutní oslava hokeje a boj o samozřejmě první místo, nechme se překvapit. Teď se ale podíváme na to, jací vlastně jsou fanoušci na mistrovství světa IIHF v ledním hokeji. There is another game being played in Australia in Group B. We're following that name, and Team USA in the lead of the first period with 4 goals margin, 4-0 against Kazakhstan, and it's arrived by the Americans, and we're looking forward to meet them here in Prague pretty soon, or we will see. Now it's time to check out the highlights of the first period of the game, Norway versus Austria.
back inside O2 Arena in Prague. No score between Norway and Austria through one period of play. What's your thoughts on the opening 20 minutes, Mike?
Well, for two teams that don't generate a ton of action, they're counter-punching teams. The first period felt like both squads were trying to figure out who's going to lead and who's going to counter-punch. But as the game goes on, things will open up still, and maybe the special teams become more important. If you can get something done in the power play, that might be the difference.
Austria 2 power plays in the first, Norway the 1, and the Austrian second power play will expire in 1 second when Noah Steen will step on the ice.
Second one, sticks down. Sticks down, boys. Yes, go.
Thorson beaten by Nissner to start period number 2. Teams coming in with a win, and Austria with an overtime loss to give them 4 points to 3 for Norway in Ostrava. 4-0 now, the U.S. with a lead over Kazakhstan. Brady Tkachuk with his 4th and 5th goals. Brock Nelson and Matt Boldy have scored for the Americans. Slovakia, Latvia, the late game there. And here, of course, Canada and Switzerland. 5 skaters aside, and Thorson will turn with it. 53 points for Patrick Thorson, the second most in Norway history at this event. Only Mattis Olim with 69 has more. And it's driven in cross corner by Mario Huber, former Victoriaville Tigre. Lofted ahead, and Fransek Nygaard will wait, sweep it for Thorson. Looks for an option, flipped it through, but chopped away, and Kozastal is there. Moved it right back in. Christian Kasastul. Austrians are able to clear it. Huber eased that one in and got off on a change, 1:05 into period 2. Hansen, long pass to center. Now Eirik Salston cutting across the line. Salston shoots right on. Kicker allows no rebound.
The one thing that both of these clubs have done well so far is have bodies back. There's been very little off the rush, very few odd man rushes to have quick strike offense, which specifically Austria has become quite good at in this tournament. Very conservative start to the game.
Martinson, he's pushed by Wolf, who lost his stick on the play. Austria looking to clear, but on the stick of Emilio Pettersson, a 6th-round pick of the Calgary Flames in 2018, played last year with the Calgary Wranglers and the Texas Stars. He went to school at a terrific program at Denver University. Pioneers. Puck played to center. David Meyer shoots it in. Krogdahl. Slow start to this second. Now the pass into the skates of Salston. He'll float it in and get off. Meyer, the 24-year-old for Austria. Through center, Baumgartner wristed it around, and Solberg just let that one go. Now back of the Norway goal as Hodem was knocked to a knee. Battle over by the Austrian bench. Hodem kicked it, pushed on the play. He'll go back to the blue line and spin it around the boards. Meyer on it for Austria. Back for Meyer again, backing up, a little pressure on him as he plays catch with Baumgartner. Meyer directed it toward the goal. Canal was in front. Norway on the counterattack, but there's nothing there. And that puck chops out of play with 17-17 left in the second period.
Johannesson logged some big minutes in the first period. Just under 8 for Johannesson, who saw an uptick in his minutes when Norstebo left. We have not seen Norstebo back on the ice at the start of the second, so when you slam your stick down, you throw it in disgust because you know you're hurt. Probably a pretty good chance that it's going to be hard for you to play again in the game. It looks like Norstebo might not return.
Yeah, that's usually a telltale sign. Isak Hansen for Sparta Sarpsborg in Denmark last year. Scoreless here, 3 minutes into period number 2 as Huber is on it. Big body, mentioned it earlier. 220 pounds, 6'5", and in a fight with Hansen for the loose puck. Here the referee closest, Michael Chesring, saying move it along.
We've actually seen a delay of game penalty for this kind of scrum.
Thankfully, it comes loose. Sent to the near corner. Christian Casastul, long lead pass. Ronil head up all the way. He'll zip it around. One shot in this period coming for Norway, who's trying to make a clean change right now off the rush. Vukovic, slot pass, and Rohr, who had a good first period, has to go back for it. Baumgartner got it into the zone. A collision just outside the line between Nickel and Ronil. That shot knocked down in front. No icing as Heinrich will go back for it. 33-year-old Dominique Heinrich. That goes wide of the net, so it's an icing call against Austria.
Austria trying to get a little something going. They outshot Norway in the first period 9-6, but there didn't seem a lot of really dangerous stuff happening neither end. Goaltenders would be appreciative of the, there are some games with both these teams, the shots are going to be 45-20 in favor of Canada or Switzerland or one of those kind of teams. So evening things up is a welcome change of pace for the goaltenders.
Solberg stepping up. His shot was blocked. He had a bit of a lane for a moment. Now Mario Huber will play it off the backboards. His shot's 9-7 Austria. Johannes Johansson can't get a hold of it. Turning is Sverger back to the blue line. Long wrist shot. Gloved down by Hopland. He'll let the play keep going. There's Zuccarello. Mats Zuccarello with 4 assists in 3 games in the tournament. Batted at the line by Nickel and out of play.
You know what's going to be interesting as this game goes along is that Austria, to have a chance to make the quarterfinals, they basically have to win in regulation their last 2 games. So playing for a point, playing it careful, makes a lot of sense now. But if it's 0-0, like at some point they're going to want to go because they have a generational opportunity in front of them, perhaps, to run the table and make the quarterfinals.
Each team, the next game is against Great Britain. For Austria, that's on Tuesday, and for Norway, that's tomorrow. Their head coach, before the game, we pointed it out earlier, Roger Botter, said whoever has the higher battle level in this game should have the upper hand.
I find that can maybe be a bit of a cop-out. Like, is that sort of insinuating that one team's not battling hard?
True.
You know, like, I get what he's trying to say. He wants commitment, he wants physicality, he wants intensity. But to suggest if you did that as hard as you can, you're going to win, you know, that's not really right because the other teams do as hard as they can as well. Can't be true for both teams.
Salston outside the line. Not a whole heck of a lot of intensity in this one so far.
Yeah, you know, intensity manifests itself in different ways, Dan. And they're doing their best, but they're just being very safe.
Ultra cautious cutback move by Howdam. He'll get it again. Long wrist shot blocked in the slot and collected by Pedersen. The 24-year-old moved it up ice. No icing. Salston is in there for Norway, joined by Fransek Nygaard all the way around. Salston thought about going off, I think, but saw the puck coming now. He'll sweep it back to the line. Johannesson, Solberg, man right on him, flipped it through to the net, knocked down. Austria with a box out on the play and a chip attempt to get it out from Baumgartner. He moved it to center. Meyer to Strong. That'll roll into Norway's zone. Austria with a wholesale change now. Solberg skating effectively to center. Off a skate. Forecheck coming from Halvard Ostrom Salston. He wears 19 for Norway. Rohrer put it to the front of the net. He'll take off. Long pass. Huber cuts away. He is upended on the play. Paul Huber was tripped. So Austria will have a power play. Look for the game's first goal here with 13:11 to go in the second period.
To decide who will be the fan of the game, he will decide and voting with the official IIHF app that is powered by Skoda. He can get the app with his QR code, simply scan it, open the app, and then vote for your favorite fan. With this official IIHF app, you'll get also all the information about the IIHF World Championship. So scan the QR code and vote for Skoda, fan of the game. These are our 2 options. So,
Jonas Johannesson in the box for Norway for a trip, so Austria will go back to the power play.
Well, you want some action? You want some offense? Here you go. Opportunity for Austria to take the double stack on the wall. Interesting formation.
Well, they start the right way with the face-off win. The pass too far from Mario Huber. Working the half boards is Houdum. That'll come loose. A little bit of time for Berg Paulsen.
Good catch.
Nice hold in. They'll reset. Baumgartner, wrist shot, and he zipped that one wide after teeing it up. The pass came from Sverger. Mario Huber. Houdum redirected it. Baumgartner. Sverger trying to make a tough pass to get it through, and it's cleared.
We mentioned both power play goals scored by Houdum. They're trying to find that seam for his one-timer. That's how he scored his previous power play goals.
Baumgartner cruising in. He's able to hang on to it. Now Houdum picks it up. Back to the blue line. He'll get it again. Houdum snapped it way wide. It'll bounce back to the point to Sverger. He'll move it in. Houdum, one-timer right on rebound. Chopping away is Huber. It's loose. And it slips to the corner. Anxious moment for Norway.
No helmet. What's going on here? Helmet on the ice.
Not sure who it belongs to.
I'm looking here. Where's the helmet come from?
Everyone we looked at on the ice had a helmet.
Oh, there. Baumgartner already went off right away. We have seen this called a penalty a lot. So here comes Olsen on the other side of the net, and Hauke was complaining his strap's undone on his helmet, so he's looking for a whistle. But pulling someone's helmet in like a headlock manner off their head has been called a rough pretty consistently in this tournament. So Norway fortunate not to be called. They scraped an Austrian helmet off.
Still 49 seconds in the minor to Johannesson. Rossi will collect it. Marco Rossi. Heinrich. One-timer. Schneider scores! Peter Schneider with the blast. His third makes it 1-0 Austria.
Peter Schneider can shoot it. He has been trying to shoot it all game long, and he just powers this one short side. Tough angle. Kazastool's got to get out. And generally speaking, you take the far side of the net away, he was right in the middle of the net. Auckland was looking through his defenseman, reacted to the shot late, and Schneider, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish grad, gets Austria on the board on the power play.
Schneider plays for EC Salzburg, 4 years of experience in the ECHL, and he got all of that one. First power play goal, first goal of this game, and the third power play goal for Austria this year. They break the ice, and Thorsen will move it ahead. Brunsegg Nygaard weaving in. The defenseman Johannesson chasing it. Thorsen will grab it. Wrists it for Zuccarello. He'll drop it off. Quick shot. Glove save. Pickard.
You have the puck. You draw penalties. You got to make it count. And boy, did Schneider ever lean into that one. Slow development play. Hawken was over in plenty of time. He just could not spot the puck, could not track it off the blade. And almost 150K. Point of reference, what would 90 be? 144, so just over 90 miles an hour. Kevin Pratt tells me maybe 92 essentially miles an hour.
Dominic Heinrich and Marco Rossi have the assist on the goal at 8:14 of period 2. Austria looking to improve to 2 wins, 3 losses, and that overtime loss we talked about.
It could really set up an interesting last couple days if they were able to win this game in regulation.
They've shown some spirit in this World Championship. Centering pass, score! Schneider was there. And just like that, it's 2-0 Austria.
a wide drive by Zwerger. He's been one of the best players for Austria. And the battle, I think that actually goes in off Johannessen's stick. That black tape that touches that last? I think it is. But when you drive the net, you put the defenseman in an awkward spot. Hochland reacting to the pass, not the tip. And it trickles through. Zwerger pointing at Solston, who finished the check hard after he made the pass. So take that, you can hit me, we'll take the goal and be on our way to a 2-0 lead.
Zwerger with his second 40 seconds after the Schneider goal, and then up ice, Baka Olsen almost had a chance. So things opening up a little bit. Dominic Zwerger, his 4th World Championship, makes it 2-0. Long pass to the line. Quick move at the boards by Salston. He'll double back. Play broken up. Away comes Howden through center. He'll send it right on goal. Hansen working the corner boards. He falls. Steered back to the blue line. Heinrich. Turning is Vukovic. No Austrian player waiting for it. They'll make a partial change now as it's sent up ice by Kostestuhl. Heinrich overtaken. Martinson looking to protect it. Knocked down the Austrian player Heinrich, who lost his stick, but it's moved ahead by Nickel, and out they come. Timo Nickel played 66 games with Wheeling in the East Coast League, the ECHL last year, a property of the Pittsburgh Penguins. He'll turn and go after it. It will be Heinrich. 2-0 Austria. Solberg. Smooth skater. Away he goes. Pass to the line. Angled in by Ostrom Salston. Collected along the end boards by Thomas Olsen. And moving off the boards was Johansson, so down it goes. He'll have to go back quickly. Board check from Paul Huber. Schneider and Zwerger have the goals. Schneider went to the net. It looked like he might have the second, but it did go off the Norwegian defender. Richard right through from Brunner, and Rohr is being pushed and mugged in front of the net.
Wrestle job going on the other side. Johannesson tied up. Someone's taking the penalty when we come back.
2-0 Austria.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now it's time for the Muscles. Bob and Bobek, each on each side. And now it's fun battle. We start here with the ball. Let's go. Bob, it's yours.
Thoroughly explained by Michael Schering.
Thank you.
Marco Rossi and Peter Schneider each with 2 points. Rossi with a pair of assists, Schneider a goal and an assist.
Well, maybe the 2 goals for Austria will help open things up for Norway. Now they can't be quite as passive and get a little bit more flow to the game.
Update from Ostrava, 6-0 the U.S.
Wow.
Leading Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan will play Poland tomorrow, so Boldy has a couple of goals for the U.S.
He's a good player too, Matt Boldy.
Really is.
I expect him on whatever American team comes up next nationally. He's
backhander by Schneider. Stopped and held there by Heinrich Haukelen. A little more pushing after the whistles recently here.
It keeps on going. Here's the most recent goal. Zwerger the hard drive, and now Zwerger's tied up with Brandsek Nygaard over on the far boards. And there's Johannesson seeing the replay of it tipping off his stick it in. I've liked Berger's game all tournament long. He's been one of the most dynamic players for Austria in the tournament. And that pushing and shoving, is it going to get both of them? He will. So it's Berger and Brandstad-Nygaard. This is what the refs will do. So enough of this. You're both going. It stays at 5-on-5, so it doesn't really punish anyone but the guys horsing around. But if you're Berger, you spent 4 years in the WHL. You've been through, you've seen some things. You've been around some chippy play, physical play. And you have to respect the youngsters on Norway, whether it was Solberg or Brandstad-Nygaard. They are not taking a step back at all when the play gets physical, which is a good sign.
So we are 5 skaters aside, lugged out of the zone by Bernd Paulsen. Gets it in quick on the forecheck is Marcus Vinkenstad. At the corner, Steen centers it off the stick of the goaltender kicker. He had to reach up as it's floated over the goal. Manuel Ganal. Battling in that corner for Austria, so is Noah Steen. Hodam will pick it up. Hodam weaving through center. Meyer directed it off to the side of the goal. Now behind the goal, the defenseman, Stephen Strong. 31-year-old veteran, getting some help from Hodam on the forecheck. He'll back off now. Norway get possession with 8 left in this second period. 2 goals in quick succession, 40 seconds apart. Schneider and then Zverger. Solberg. Patiently to center. It's redirected in. The wipeout there for Nickel. He'll jump right back up, and it's carried away by Mario Huber. Punch back out to center. Heinrich on it for Austria, and he'll float that into the zone. There's 1 win coming. As late as you can get it in regulation. 3-2 against Finland. Now Zuccarello cuts away from Heinrich. Protects it nicely, even though he's being bumped by Rohrer. Heinrich.
Nice touch there in the middle. Good play by Heinrich.
Got it to Rohrer, and in it goes. Unterweger looks back at the blue line, then spins away, and there will be a penalty to Isak Hansen as the extra skater coming on for Austria. If the kicker can get to the bench in a hurry, sharp angle shot. They maintain possession. Back to the line. Nico Brunner. Rohrer. Rossi shoveled it back. Brunner looking to get a shot. Tip from the slot. Redirect there from Manuel Ganal, and Austria still on that loose puck. Backing up Ganal. Reaching in was Zuccarello. Norway needing a touch. Rossi with a little bit of time. Gets it back from Brunner. Marco Rossi. Nico Brunner winds, slap pass. Schneider fires it. That is blocked. Martinson can't get a hold of it. Rossi with 6 skaters on. He'll start the wheel. Schneider with a bomb, and he scores! What a shot from Peter Schneider, and it's 3-0 Austria.
Peter Schneider is having himself a game. Tremendous patience and puck retrievals to keep the puck for about 1 minute 6-on-5. And then Schneider backing away. It's the same screen though. Last time was Kazastool, this time it's Hansen. Watch Hockland. He's having a hard time finding it through the bodies, his own team's bodies in front. Hansen knows. They may have actually clipped off Hansen a hair. And it's celebration time. Add in Zverger and Thaler, who are in the bench as well. There's 7 guys in the pile. And it's been 3 goals in short order for Austria to break this one wide open. And all of a sudden, Finland's thinking about this, and Finland may have to beat Switzerland or get points off of Switzerland to stay in the top 4.
So with the 3 points, Peter Schneider now in sole possession of 4th all-time for Austria in World Hockey Championship history. Dieter Kalt, former Long Beach Ice Dog, has the most with 34, but what a game for Schneider, 3-point day, and Rossi has 3 assists too. Andreas Martinsen came close to grabbing the puck for Norway, but they just couldn't get a touch and couldn't get a whistle.
The puck retrievals, and once you have 2 or 3, then the 5 guys out there get even more tired, more passive, and it allows you to work for a shot.
3 goals in 5 minutes and 39 seconds, opening things up here between Austria and Norway. Centering pass, and that is blocked. I think Nisner got most of that. As it stands, Schneider has a pair. Sverger the other. Austria 3, Norway no score.
Is going to happen right now, and it's an emoji challenge. This is emoji challenge just outside. And here we go. This is emoji challenge. You have to take the patriotical Jumbotron. Oh no, now we said, will you be better? Show us your phone. Yes. That's great. And here we go with another player. How to do this? And one more.
Peter Schneider with points in all 3 goals. He now has 8 points in 3 career games versus Norway. They've seen enough of him here today.
It's worth noting, though, the last 4 times they played, including in 22 and in 19, Norway's won this game. And I think if you would have asked them beforehand, Norway would have thought that we're the better team. Austria's having a magical run this tournament. It's fun to watch, unless you're playing against them.
Exactly. You don't know what you're going to get. A wipeout there from Johannesson. Puck picked up by Howden. Good feed. Strong with a wrist shot. Fought off by Haukelen. Austria almost created another goal on a turnover as Meyer is back for it. So even strength goal from Sverger, a power play goal from Schneider, and then a goal on a delayed penalty. Make it 3-0. Solberg will pick it up. Norway in need of a spark, and now it's Berg Paulsen. Wrists it cross ice. Unterweger. Carried along by Baumgartner. Schneider looking to chip it to himself, but Krogberg was right there. That's Krogdahl lying that one all the way down the ice, and it does have it up for icing with 4:20 left in the second.
Peter Schneider's evening so far. You mentioned the first power play goal. Rips it right past Haukelen. And another power play goal. Rips it right past Haukelen. I guess it's a 6-on-5 goal, not a power play goal, but a goal to man advantage. Yeah. When you're having a game, you feel like you got it going on, you're going to shoot as much as you can, and he's been doing that whenever he can, whenever he touches it.
Schneider, 33 years old. This is Sander Engebrat, who took a penalty in the first period. Berg Paulsen, and that is way offside as Vikingstad was well ahead of the play.
Austria's just got to keep playing, just keep doing the same thing, defending hard and being patient in the neutral zone as Roger batters. He's telling him, don't go down behind the net. Peter's like, but I got 2 goals doing it that way. Well, I hear what you're saying, but if they keep stacking 4 or 5 in the neutral zone, Norway's going to have a really hard time generating enough to get the 3 goals back that they need.
Norway's one win came against Denmark to beat them 2-0, coming off a 4-1 loss to Canada on Thursday. So as we mentioned, they had the 2 days off leading into this one.
Sets up a very interesting last game for them if they lose here, because that's against Great Britain. And if Great Britain wins that game in regulation, they would be up and Norway would be down.
They'd win the head-to-head.
They'd be tied with 3 points with, of course, Great Britain would have the tiebreaker.
We'll have that game for you as it's swept to the corner. Ostrom Salston twisting and now put it behind the goal. Check from Brunner. He'll take it away. Ostrom Salston, and that gets out of the zone. Paul Huber forechecking, but it's pulled away by Kasastul. Now at center, over at Ostrom Salston, got it in. He'll get off. Played over to Nickel. He just chopped it along and got it out of the zone. Johannesson back into Austrian territory. As we near the 17-minute mark of period number 2. Nickel just chipped easily out by Mario Huber. Speed up ice by Vukovic. He'll get to it first. Ali Vukovic, the 27-year-old, placed it behind the goal. Bit of a fan on it by Johannesson, so Austria will get the puck back. Nickel with time. Slot pass. Good check there by Johannesson to break it up. Heinrich blasts it around. Haukeland got a piece of it, but Austria right back on that puck with Houdem. Pettersson reached in, flipped it down into the Austrian zone. The shot's 20-12 now. And the
Johannesson just popped Ganal's stick out of his hand and went right down the tunnel while lifting it up away from the puck. I think he's going to get an interference penalty here. It's Johannesson.
Team Norway, number 4, minor penalty for interference.
There it is. I mean, when the stick ends up 5 rows into the stands, you probably got a pretty good pop on it. Johannesson was heading to the bench and just lifts Ganal. Here it is, right by your screen. It goes flying. That is undisciplined stuff for Tobias Johansson's group. They've already given up a power play goal. They've given up a goal at 6-on-5. One more goal ends this game, very likely. They take another one late in the second.
Ostrom Salston beaten at the dot. It'll go back. Krogdahl hacks at it. Chipped out by Berg Paulsen. He's got it. Berg Paulsen fanned on it. Nisner picks it up quickly. He'll turn it up the ice in a hurry. Schneider's got 2 goals and an assist here today. Where's number 3? Cleared out now by Ostrom Salston. Heinrich to go back. Came into this game a -2 for the tournament. He'll weave his way through to the red line and back now. Carried in by Rossi. Marco Rossi with 3 assists in this one. Nisner gives it to him low.
You know where they're going with it.
Strong, pardon me, and now that gets out of the zone. Reset. Heinrich. Schneider, he's got Rossi behind him, and he'll leave it for him. Marco Rossi, head up. Good pass, but it just skipped away from Baumgartner, and a penalty as Krogdahl was knocked down in the blue ice.
Huber was heading to the net, and he got a stick up on Krogdahl. He's going to get an interference penalty, or maybe high sticking if mark on Krogdahl as he heads right to the box. The officials are having a chat about it. Driving to the net, right in the middle of the ice. Krogdahl in good position. Ooh, high sticking, just scraped it across his chin. Accidental, but you have to be in control of your stick. He was not. So, a minute and 4 seconds of 4-on-4, and then Norway will head to the power play themselves. And maybe this can be the moment where they work themselves back into the game.
See if they can start with the puck. Nope. Chip back and carried away. 4-side situation. Passed in behind the goal there by Baron Wolf. And now Thorson will weave his way back. Careless pass though, right onto the stick of Baumgartner. He'll double back again. As we near the 19-minute mark of period 2, Schneider with a pair, Sverger with the other. Those are the goal scorers. This is Houdem trying to barge in, cut off there by Kasastul. Through center, Hansen, the defenseman, pinned there by Rohrer. Zuccarello in the neighborhood, so is Manuel Ganal. The linesman keeping a close eye on him. That's Emil Lehtinen from Finland.
He's going to get a penalty. He's going to give a penalty. Delay a game. This is something.
Roar doesn't know what's going on.
So Norway's going to have a 5-on-3 because of this. Talk about a... So Roars gets both skates around it. I mean, it's not like Hansen's doing a good job moving it either. He's jamming in there. I guess we should not be surprised because we have seen this call before.
Right.
I've never seen it called anywhere before this tournament. But to do that in a 4-on-4 situation, Dan, that's next level stuff. And so here we go, 8 seconds of 4-on-3. And then the rest of the period, 5-on-3. Chance right here. Watch Brandstedt Nygaard shoot the puck 28. He can absolutely hammer it.
Great shot of Roar and his teammate talking about that penalty. Zuccarello waits. He was speaking with Huber in the box. Zuccarello, side of the net. Torsen to the backhand. And they've got the 5-on-3 now. 18 seconds left in the period. Zuccarello, one-time shot. Kick save by kicker. Brandstedt Nygaard denied, and it is cleared. So when the third period begins, it'll be a 5-on-3 for 34 seconds. Zuccarello darting down, the time winding down in the period. Shot by Torsen at the horn, and it is stopped. Schneider with 2, Sperger with the other for Austria. They'll carry a 3-0 lead toward period number 3 here in Prague.
It is still only 3-0, and Austria will play shorthanded in the beginning of the second period. So we'll see. Thank you so much for a great atmosphere in the venue now.
good, we good. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Go, guys. Are you okay? Just show me your face, please. You good? Okay. 2 minutes.
Penalty for delaying the game at 39-29. Team Norway sends Lola. 2-minute penalty for delaying the game at 39-29. Team 2-minute penalty for delaying the game at 39-29. Team Norway is playing at
Finsko, Švýcarsko, které se hraje ve 2020 a Finové by měli zřejmě jít za ceny hory, aby vůbec povýšili na čtvrtfinálovou účast. Nesmírně samotná a překvapivá je souhra.
Je to do poslední chvíle velmi otevřené, ale já bych zmínil ten zápas, který protne tyto dvě utkání, které si zmiňoval, a to je ten prostřední odpolední zápas mezi Českem a Kanadou, který bude také velmi důležitý a bude hodně vypovídat o celkovém dění ve skupině A o výchozích pozicích do čtvrtfinálních bojů.
We just said that it's kind of tricky with Austria in case they'll take 3 points on this day game. Then on Tuesday they'll play against Great Britain and they will wait until the evening, until the game between Finland and Switzerland. And well, to be honest, their quarterfinal is real right now. But we'll see. The game is not over. We'll see what the third period will bring us. But now, back to our hockey quiz. You can scan the QR code and I hope that you're ready to play. 3 simple, basic questions. Be correct and also be quick. First question. Who is the captain of Team Norway? Mats Andrén-Sugarella, Patrick Thoresen, Marcus Byggenstad, or Michael Brentzen-Hugo? 4 options. With the NHL player, but the captain is Patrick Thoresen, 113 correct answers. Let's begin with our second question. This is it, and the question is, choose or pick the flag of Austria. What is the flag of Austria? You see the red and white combinations. It looks simple, but maybe it's hard. Final 3 seconds for you. And the time is up. And there is more than 200 correct answers. Only one person chose Poland. Doesn't matter. There's a finalist in third countries with their group at 2024 IIHF World Championship. 4 options: Finland, Canada, Sweden, and USA. And it is fair because there are 2 teams in Group A and 2 teams from Group B, as you can see. And we hope that we're going to see those 2 countries in Prague as well. Yes, Finland and Canada here in Prague, and Sweden with the United States. Both teams are playing against Strava, and Team USA is playing right now their game. We'll check out the results or the score in a few seconds, but before that, we are about to reveal the winner of the quiz. And the winner is Alko Zolvanka. Sie hat gewonnen. And you can pick your prize and the information that's behind the Sector 101. Falco, you have the prizes. Behind Sector 101, there is information desk, and there are your prizes. Congratulations to Falco. Now it's time for a game that is being played in Austria, and you can see Team USA with 7 goals lead. I'm really curious what will happen in the third period. And maybe we can expect a double-digit margin with the Team USA. It is obviously possible. But now, back to our game. Team Austria will start short-handed the third period. And now, these are the highlights of the second period. 3 goals by Austria. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to welcome back to the arena, Team Norway! And also show your appreciation to Team Austria!
Inside O2 Arena in Prague with Mike Johnson, I'm Dan Robertson. Austria with 3 quick goals in 5 minutes 39 seconds in the second. And Mike, if Norway is to get back into this one, they might as well get something going now.
Here they go to start the period. 33-second 5-on-3, followed by about a minute 5-on-4. The key is, Dan, they got to try to score in the first 33 seconds. So they have some power play time afterwards to perhaps attack again. So win a face-off and get right to it.
Hey guys, a good last one.
And off the draw, Austria is able to poke it down as Wolf sent it the distance. So Solberg will come back and collect that and head up ice with 25 left in the two-man advantage. Zuccarello reeled it in, but it went out of the zone. To a misfire, and they'll have to regroup quickly.
Jeez.
They're looking particularly sharp in the opening 20 of this period, and they'll get set up now. Thorson creeps toward the goal, shoots. Kick saved by Kickert.
Good internal clock, though. We knew he had to go.
Solberg walks out, tees it up, 5-on-4 power play. Solberg had pressure from behind, knocked away by Mario Huber, and he's got a breakaway. Huber right in, stop. Haukelin stretched and kept it a 3-0 deficit. Right back comes Nygaard with a shot, and it's blockered away. So Huber with a great chance to put them up 4-0, and a good stop by Haukelin. Norway resetting with Zuccarello. Rensek Nygaard with it. He'll give it back to Solberg. Stian Solberg up on 1 foot, sent it through, sticked away by Kickert, and it's cleared. Down to just 10 seconds now in the penalty to Vincent's Roar. The delay of game penalty, driving behind the net. Ganal, he'll hang on as long as he can, and both penalties have expired, so we are back to 5 skaters aside. Ganal buying more time. He got it back to the line. Stapelfeld, wrist shot, fought off there by a ducking Haukelin. Martinson makes the feed. A little bit of speed coming up ice for Norway. That was Ostrom Salston. Ronil, he was knocked down. Schneider, 4 shots today, 2 of them goals. Redirected deep there by Sverger, who scored the game's 2nd goal. Schneider just took that one away from Haukelin. Back to the line. Unterweger placed it behind the net. Now for Norway, Berg Paulsen came into this game at a -3. That's played in by Ganal. Kasastul for Norway, in need of something promising offensively, trailing at 3. That goes into the Austrian bench.
So that wasn't what Norway had in mind to start the period. They don't get a chance. The best chance goes to Huber out of the box. And steals off Solberg, doesn't understand that someone's coming, but not able to beat Haukelin. Sells the shot, trying to go other side. I think he was trying to chip it upstairs. He might have caught that one a little heavy. Maybe around the green. Might have cut the ground a little early.
Mario Huber had a goal in that game. They beat Finland. He's got 4 points in the tournament. Now rushing back is Paul Huber. That was broken up. Norway looking to swing it back in a hurry. Thorson takes it. He's got Matt Zuccarello with him. Zuccarello's pass off a stick. Salston and Zuccarello's pass. Beat the Austrian defender Heinrich. Thorson, the captain, put it behind the net. Salston turning. He goes down. And to the line, and they cannot keep it in. Forced ahead for Paul Huber. He's got Rohrer. He'll just back off now, though, and go on a change. Huber looks to hang on as long as he can, but it is broken up. Thorson through for Zuccarello. Couldn't handle it cleanly. Forced right back in. Nisner will be in on the forecheck, and that man, Mario Huber, had the breakaway moments ago. Canada and Switzerland to follow, a pair of undefeated teams. That should be a fun one. Clubbed down by Vukovic, and he's on the move. Little hesitation play in the corner. Ali Vukovic falls. Solberg was there. He ends up on his back. Johannesson now for Norway. Nearly 4 minutes into the third. Weaving toward the line. Pettersson popped it up. Given away by Rossi. Now a chance perhaps for Norway. Baka Olsen turning with it. And it's knocked away. Good stick and a steal by Sverger. Sverger shoots. Stick save by Haukelin. And releasing to grab it is Christian Kasastul, the 27-year-old. He'll start away with it. Baron Wolf played with Lugano in the Swiss League last year. Bounces it forward. Cleared in there by Lucas Houghton. Shots in the second were 11-6 in favor of Austria. Now 22-19. They are up 3, and the whistle blows.
Norway has just had no luck navigating the neutral zone. When Austria gets their 1-2-2, they've been able to lock it right down, frustrate Norway. To the delight of their fans, we've heard the sort of background symphony of the chant last half of the game. They likely won't stop until it's over.
Progdahl, oh, that pass just out of the reach of Ronhild, and because he didn't touch, they'll go right back into the Norway end.
So, just to set the table, Austria has one more game after this one. It's Great Britain. Great Britain so far has not won any games in this tournament. They're the weakest team so far. If they were to win that, they would end up with 10 total points. Finland has a game against Denmark they should win, but their last game against Switzerland, if they were to lose that in regulation, they'd end up with 10 points, and Austria would have the tiebreaker, and they would be through. Right? It's not a stretch.
Dragged to the front of the net. Good net drive by Baumgartner. This Austrian team has offered some intrigue for sure in this year's tournament.
They've been the surprise, but what makes it so great, it wasn't just a one-off. You know, they popped up and they got close against Switzerland. They popped up and took Canada to overtime. It was just game after game. You never would have imagined in this group that they might threaten the quarterfinals.
Vincenz Rohr takes it into the Norway zone, swept it toward the corner boards. Thaler was after it. And a chance in front. Huber is denied. Paul Huber right at the lip of the crease. Norway coming back. Derek Paulson dumps it in 6 minutes into this period. Kind of an awkward clearing attempt there. As defender Stoppelfeld got his stick caught up. Rohr can't play it. That shot sticked away. Kicker moved it to the back boards. Yet a man in front waiting for Norway. Now turning back near the line is Berg Paulsen. Kaskasul is shoved down, and Austria is able to break the pressure. Vincenz Rohr chips it in. He'll turn and skate to the bench. Patrick Thorsen. Backhand feed into the skate of Eirik Solsten, so they'll regroup. Isak Hansen now the 20-year-old. Knocked away. Carried in by Mario Huber. Taken out though by Thorsen. He's got a man up ahead. He'll elect to hang on. Drop pass to Matt Zuccarello. Backing up. His pass. There's a shot with a crowd in front. Driven through by Engebråten and was blocked before it got to the net. Offside Norway. In a hole with 13:02 to go in period 3.
And now it's time for cheers with Pilsner Urquell on the giant screen. You will see 2 Pilsner Urquell glasses. And your task will be to cheer like this. In case you don't know how to cheer, we're going to give you some instructions. It's time for Peter.
It's very simple. Find yourself a friend who loves beer. It's obvious. I'm here with the Quentin, and now it's time to cheers.
Okay, we've seen how Hochschwitz can cheer. And now we're looking for 2 competitors. In case you cheer, you can get the prizes in the official fan zone in the main tent. The Pilsner Urquell is waiting for you. Please go up. No, right here. Waiting for a cheer. Okay. Now it's time to cheer. You can cheer. Grab your beer and cheer. Y'all cheer together. Try together to
All 3 goals in this game coming in the second. Schneider with a pair for Austria. It's Berger with the other, Dan Robertson and Mike Johnson with you, as Norway struggling to find some semblance of offense in this one.
And we thought Zuccarello might spark them with his return to the lineup. He looks like he's not 100% feeling right. Quiet game by his standards.
Carried through center by Eskil Bakke Olsen. Engebråten walks in. Oh, his pass.
Shoot the puck. There's no stick there to pass it to.
Right in behind Bakke Olsen. Ransek Nygaard was knocked down, and Schneider will bring it in, being bothered there from behind by Baca Olsen. Pile up along the corner boards. Schneider comes out of the mix with it. At the point, Unterweger. Johannesson. That's Wolfo. A spin move for the Austrians. He'll dish it in behind the goal and head off. They'll change 4 skaters anyway. Will allow Norway a break to get out. Noah Steen played it in. Howdem plays for Klagenfurt. In the Austrian league, he'll dish it. Wobbled out to center. Solberg. Thorsen knocked off the puck. And Baumgartner is able to ease that into the zone. Solberg put on the brakes, but he left the puck, and all steps out. Here's a shot. Strong hit the goal post. Strong rang it off the post to the goaltender's left. That post to being 4-0 Austria. They've had a couple of quality chances, including a breakaway in this third period as Howdem goes hurtling through the air. Solberg. Zuccarello, backhand pass. Got it through to Salston. Now a shot right on by Hannesson and flagged down by David Kickert.
Austria counter punching, looking for the fourth. Strong slides in the middle of the ice all kinds of time. And the common theme for Hockland, when he can't see it, he's having a hard time tracking it. He's not working around the screens as well as he'd like. That one beats him clean, just not in the post. So, nice pass, tough one. That would have made it 4, and that would have been ball game.
.17 on the clock. Austrians with an eye on their second regulation win in this tournament. Had that game against Switzerland that, you know, they were within a minute of getting a point out of that one.
Yeah, right.
That was a blast to be in the building for that game.
Although with the 0.1 second win against Finland, they don't have much to complain about as far as close calls go.
Two teams fighting for the puck. Vikingstad centered it. Brunner is there. He had an assist in the second Schneider goal. This is Huber to the front. Rower just couldn't make contact with it. Coming back is Vikingstad. He's got a goal in the tournament. It's left for Pettersson. He played it through, but snapped up there by the goaltender, David Kickert.
May not be the most Austrian fans, but they are as loud and as consistent as any in the tournament.
All time in this tournament, Austria's won bronze twice. Racing up and after it and coming out is Haukeland as he made a good decision. Huber was looking for another breakaway. He's got it now. The shot. He just whipped it wide. Mario Hubers. He's had some chances in this third period. Nissner for Austria. Darting to the corner. Nissner to Vukovic. New contact was coming. He braced for it. Nissner again being leaned on by Salston. Salston to Thorsen. Zuccarello is up ahead of him. Joining the rest is Solberg. Called for it. Got it. Solberg shot right on. A heavy drive. Chested away there by Kickert. Picked up again by Zuccarello. Now to the backhand. Ostrom Salston knocked away. Good defensive work by Nikol, who was right on him. Austria trying to get the clear, and they get it. Zuccarello, hitman to the captain Thorsen. All 5 Austrians back in their own zone. Making life difficult in this Norwegian team. This is Heinrich, with more than half of the third period gone by. Both teams changing. Dominic Sverger. He'll reach back for it. Chopping at it is Ronhild for Norway. Barreling in Martinson. Now shot by Ronhild. Blocker save. Kickert saw that one all the way. Krogdahl in the corner. Baca Olsen. Slot pass. Ronhild shot blocked and swept out of the zone by an alert Zwerger, who got it all the way down. Ingebrigtsen moved it through, carried over the line by Baka Olsen. He had to deal with a pair of Austrian players, including Bernd Wolf. He'll skate that to safety. Wolf to the line, took a bump. He was dumped there by Hansen. See Norway trying to pick up the pace here in the last couple of minutes. Kassastuhl handed it off. In they come, just out of the reach of Brunzek Nygaard.
That's the defense of Kassastuhl going in for the forecheck there, trying to be more aggressive. Get something going.
Vikingstad ahead. Steen was checked. Vikingstad right back on it. That is knocked wide of the net. Solberg had to play a spinning puck, put it behind the goal. Steen. Now Vikingstad around the perimeter. Got to be careful at the line here. Solberg made a nice move, but he's tied up in the end, and bringing it away is Baumgartner. He'll just double back. Benjamin Baumgartner being hounded on the forecheck by Noah Steen. Mario Huber. 7:40 on the clock. Schneider with a pair, Zwerger with the other. This is Mario Huber. Backhanded it, chipped it on goal on the rebound. He came out the other side too. Mats Zuccarello moved it to center. Now Sander Ingebrigtsen, his pass. He'll get it back. Ingebrigtsen directed it through the blue paint. Krogdahl misfired on the pass, couldn't get it to Zuccarello. Krogdahl wanted to lob that one in. Nissner was there. He got it out to center as a fair bit of time goes by between whistles. Good bump on Schneider. Thorson knocked him down. Turned back the other way. Maybe this time something for Norway. There's a drive, and they score! Ingebrigtsen with a blast. And Norway is on the board.
Ingebrigtsen, who hasn't played a whole bunch in this tournament, but playing a lot in this game with Norskabo out, jumps up in the play after a big hit causes a turnover and a 4-on-3, and not surprisingly, Matt Zuccarello puts it right where he needs it. One-timer, right-hand shot, drop to a knee, get it up, sails it over the shoulder of David Kickert. Norway's first legitimate chance, perhaps in the third period. Now back within 2, still 7 left to play. They can mount a follow-up push.
Coming into play tonight, Ingebrigtsen was playing about 5.5 minutes per game. We'll see if that goal changes the complexion here as Norway got a little more aggressive, and it paid off for them. Ingebrigtsen with his first of the tournament, and Zuccarello with his 5th assist. As they come up ice, gloved out offside Norway. Ingebrigtsen at 13:04, making it a 2-goal lead for Austria.
Ladies and gentlemen, great information once again. The attendance for this game between Norway and Austria is truly unbelievable. 16,565. Thank you so much for continuing support of the IIHF Championship in Prague and Prague. 160 of you here in Prague Arena. To the dome!
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have hard on the game, then give me 5. Nice, nice, nice. And now you.
Dan Robertson and Mike Johnson back with you. So, Sander Ingebrigtsen, his first from Zuccarello at 13:04 has changed this game. Now a 2-goal lead for Austria. See if they have a push left in them. There's plenty of time on the clock. And Strong will go back. He had a chance to make it 4-0 earlier in the period. He rang one off the post. That goes out of play.
Key is for Norway, keep building. You can't let 3 or 4 minutes run by on the clock to have Austria settle themselves back down, make them think about what is at stake for Austria. Zuccarello, Thorson, Solston. Basically their top players all out. Solberg, Johannesson, loaded up.
Trying to get within one. Austrians win the draw strong. Played it up along the boards as they pack away at it. Brought off the boards by Solston. Intended for Thorson.
Good escape out. Really nice defensive work.
Ganal drops it. Baumgartner, wrist shot. Away, pretty good shot, all things considered. Thorson will drive that down, hoping Solberg will win the race to negate the icing. He does. Bumped off balance, sent around by Strong, kicked that by Thorson, and he spun that just past Solberg, who we didn't see it till the last minute, and he puts a good lick on Howdom at the Austrian bench. Austria changing. Zuccarello creeping over the line. Mats Zuccarello, head up, leaving it. Here's Krogdahl. Thorson. Pass skipped off a stick, jabbed out there by Zuccarello, and they don't get a shot on goal there. Thorson stepped in, discarded stick on the ice. Nicol is there for Austria. This is Krogdahl. Engelbrat, slot pass, backhanded, and it just rolled wide of Thorson. Nissner will spin and move it back. Nissner again to Heinrich. Nicol shoots it off the glass and gets it out. Engelbraten had it taken away and slid into the zone. Forecheck coming from Peter Schneider, the former Kalamazoo wing. Mishandled a bit there by Martinson, but went to a teammate, rolled in. It's Vikingstad who got it deep. Schneider. He's got Sverger in front. Sverger can't settle that one. It's tough to handle. He's looking to take it away from Vikingstad and doing a pretty good bit of work. Austria led this one 3-0 after 2, and then Engelbrat at 13:04 made it 3-1 as it's chipped in deeper. Forecheck coming from Ronio. Shoved down was Ganal. Kicking after it is Christian Casastool. Wrap around attempt, loose in front of the goal, and a chance there for Bakke Olsen, but he really couldn't get any clean wood on it. Berg Paulsen doing some fine work in the corner, shrugs off a check. Steen shoots it. That was blocked. It hit Strong. Point pass. Johannesson tried to return it there. Waiting in the corner was Casastool. Austria with a chance to clear, and they do. Under 4 remaining in regulation. Norway right back in on it. Showing some good spark now. Steen knocked off the puck. Clearing attempt. That's just eased out by the defenseman Heinrich.
You wonder maybe when Auckland might go needing 2. 3.5 left in the game.
See him look at the bench there just a second ago. No movement yet. Lead pass to Vukovic. Threw that toward the line. Zuccarello broke it up. Backhand pass. Shot down just outside the line by Eric Solston. Engelbrat moved it in. Placed it to the corner. Nicol took a bump from the captain Thorson. 3:10 to go in the third period. Engelbrat got the pass. Salzburg. Shot just kicked away there by Nicol, who booted that back toward the line, and this time he'll move it out, but too far for Huber. Icing against Austria.
Finally, sort of a frantic push by Norway. A lot of time in the offensive zone. There's the Thorson hit that caused the turnover. You make a hit, you make a play. He joins the rush, beats Schneider back up. There's the 4-on-3 and the finish that has got Norway reinvigorated, and with 2:56 left and an offensive zone face-off and tired defenders, Norway has pulled their goalie.
Team Norway, timeout.
And called a timeout. I don't like this timeout. His guys, Norway's guys are tired as well, which is why Tobias Johansson is calling a timeout. But when you have a tired defensive group, and you need 2, so you might need a timeout to rest your guys again later, my inclination would be, let's save the timeout, let's try to get something done against a tired group of defenders and play it out. Now, there is one more television timeout available for another 56 seconds, then we lose that. So a lot going into whether or not you call it right now, but my gut would have been, I'd love to put somebody else out there fresh, but maybe they just don't have enough offensive players to trust putting them in there.
See Jonas Arntzen speaking with Henrik Haukeland.
That's nice support for the partners. Communication off the way. Big face-off.
You know, Strava today, U.S. all over Kazakhstan, 10-1. Matt Boldy, 6 points. He now has the tournament lead with 12. Norway in need of a goal. They need a 2. They win the draw. Empty net, of course. 2:50 left in the third. Heinrich pushes his man. That goes onto the stick of Sverger. He chopped it out. Grabbed onto the jersey of Zuccarello just for a second.
You better watch that.
Centering pass, score. Huber, 4-1, Austria.
Oh boy, the ref just got clipped by the celebration. Matt Zuccarello is furious with Tobias Bjork because he did not call the jersey pull, and he's right. If you're going to reach out, Zuccarello, I don't want him to see him shoot the puck. That's everyone. Huber dumps it in the empty net to secure the victory, but Matt Zuccarello's going to get kicked out of this game. Watch his jersey stretch out in his back right here. That's got to be, like, for all the stuff, we saw a delay a game penalty called because the guy put his skates on the puck on the boards. And Sverger is the guy who turns the puck over for the goal. And the bench, coaches, everybody livid at the non-call.
Mario Huber with his second into an empty net. Sverger will get the assist. That gives Austria 19 goals. That's the most ever they've had in this current format of the tournament. We get a whistle with 2:26. They had 18 in 2013. They still have to play Great Britain, so.
And maybe more after that.
Moving in the right direction, this Austria team.
So we talked about the upside. The downside, Norway lose this game. Their last game against Great Britain. Very simple. Great Britain wins in regulation. They're in, and Norway's out. So Norway not yet safe. Austria, they win their last game, also against Great Britain, and they'll force Finland to beat Switzerland or get points off of Switzerland.
Great Britain-Norway game is tomorrow. Austria-Norway on Tuesday, the final day of preliminary round action. 2 minutes and change left in this one. You could sense Norway coming on. They got a goal to cut the deficit to 2, and they had lots of energy and taking the play to Austria, but that empty net goal by Huber, right after a little grab of the jersey on Zuccarello, changed things again. Back to a 3-goal lead. Thomas Olsen into the zone. He'll leave it for Noah Steen. Take it away, Nisner. Vukovic takes it off his skate. Nisner, the net drive. Vukovic trying to feed it through to Mario Huber. And it's eased in by Thomas Solsten. So, Norway, a minute 20 seconds away from falling to 1-5. And Austria 116 away from their second regulation win. 7 points in total.
Clear as day. Throws Zuccarello off stride, allows Sverger to close the gap. And it was just so obvious. You just can't tug on a guy's jersey mid-foot race. Would not have mattered. Norway's not likely to win because of it, but I get the frustration. When you're already frustrated with how the game's going, it's just a lightning flashpoint to make it worse.
Hand pass as they chant something to the Rivers of Babylon tune with a minute and 7 remaining now. Watch the platform for this Austrian contingent.
We've heard a lot of that song. When they lost to Canada in overtime, they were singing and dancing all night. When they beat Finland late, they were singing and dancing all night. I don't even want to know what's going to happen if they get to the quarterfinals, but they have a shot, which is more than they ever would have anticipated when they started the tournament.
Under a minute to go. Sverger, he's had a couple of points today.
I would have kept Sverger off the ice because I'd be inclined to take a run at him if I was already, just because you're frustrated.
Salston just gave a bump, and Sverger gave him a bit of an eye to see what that was all about. Norway maybe with a late chance here. Mishandled by Berit Paulsen. Back at the line, Prague served one through and juggled and held by Kickert as Berg Paulsen was right there.
In this tournament, it's so important not just to win the game, but who you win the game against. And this was the game that both these teams would have said, we got to win that one. We think we should win that one. And Austria will feel great, clearly, that they are. Norway will be very disappointed in their performance in this game.
Half a minute to go. First period was fairly quiet, not a lot of scoring chances on either side, and then 2 goals in 40 seconds kick-started Austria in the second. Schneider, then Sberger. And then just a couple of minutes later, Schneider with his second. In the third, Engebrock for Norway, but Hoover got the fourth. And Austria will take it 4-1 and improve to 7 points. It's all over. Celebration time for Austria, with 2 regulation wins, an overtime loss at 7 points, and Norway stuck with 3 points. Austria with the victory, 4-1 against Norway here in Prague.
It's obvious it's not Prague anymore. It's like Vienna on the ends. Today, the winning team is the best players from each team will be awarded by Raiffeisenbank International, the official sponsor of the 2024 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship. The prizes will be presented by International Ice Hockey Federation Council member Mrs. Susanna Kondenheim and the representative of Raiffeisenbank Czechia, Mr. Ondřej Hák. Best player of Team Norway, number 49, Christian Kosastur. Best player of Team Austria, number 3, Peter Schneider. Here all, please rise if you're able to from the national anthem of winning team, the national anthem of Austria.
I saw your emotion after that non-call that led to the 4-on-1. Describe your frustration.
No, you're frustrated in yourself and in your team, but I still think it's a penalty. So, yeah.
Your team obviously knew what today's game meant. What would you describe amongst your team right now and just how you're feeling?
No, we got to forget about it. We got a game tomorrow. Not good enough. We got to make some plays and some passes tape to tape and play a little smarter hockey. But we're playing a good team. They're scoring chances, and we have to show up tomorrow.
As you mentioned, you'll wrap up the preliminary round with what will be a very important game against Great Britain. As you try and reset quickly, 24 hours, how do you reflect on this and then reset ahead of the next one?
Nei, vi må bare glemme dem så fort som mulig, og så det kampen I morgen. Sånn det.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Marco, I want to start with the chant you just heard from the fans. Everyone on your team took a knee. Describe what's going through your mind in a moment like that.
Yeah, it's so nice. All the support we have through the tournament so far, we appreciate that so much, and we want to give something back to the fans, and I hope we made them happy today with the win.
This was a huge win over Norway. You now have 7 points and keep your playoff hopes alive. How does the team feel right now?
Oh, it's really good right now. I think the most important thing right now is to believe we can do it. We know it, but it's important the next game to win it, and then we're going to see what happens.
Your team had 2 goals in a span of about 40 seconds. Describe what those 2 quick back-to-back goals did to spark your team today and really give you some confidence.
Yeah, it was really important. After the first goal, we had the momentum on our side, so it was important to keep going. And then we scored the next goal, and that was really huge for us.
And you'll wrap up this preliminary round against Great Britain. What's the mentality the next few days as you try and finish up what has been a really strong preliminary round on a high note?
Es ist wichtig, dass wir jetzt einfach das heute noch genießen und dann morgen nochmal einen guten Tag zum sich erholen und dann am nächsten Tag geht's dann los und voller Fokus gegen dann Great Britain.
Thank you. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much.